So good morning and welcome to the all-age slot here at St Matthew's this week. Now Gabby, our curate, made us shoot our Christmas videos in front of our decorations. Now I've always taken a bit of an alternative scope to decorations in my bachelor pad, so they're not exactly traditional. So I have my alternative Advent wreath and my puppet, so that I'm getting ready to tell King's Kids the story of the Nativity. So I hope that passes muster. It's different here. So let's have a closer look and let's zoom in on the Advent wreath to start with and see if we can play the odd one out. So it's time to play the odd one out with our Advent wreath. So initially you might think that the red one is the odd one out. It's a different flavour to the others and the colour is different. But it's not the one I'm thinking about. Or it could be the one with the reindeer in the middle. And again, that's a different colour. But it's not the one that I'm thinking of this week. No, the one that I'm thinking of this week is the one that's got star written on it. Because as you will have been following, the themes for each of the 4 Sundays of Advent are there, and they've very kindly given us hope for number 1, joy for number 2. Next week will be love for number 4. But this week, the theme is not star. So what is missing? Yes, so the one that's missing is peace. And that's the theme of our service this week, the 3rd Sunday in Advent. And I found it quite hard to put together the stuff for Bible Church this week. And I think there's a little bit of a hint in why from the looking at the other 3. So taking love, it's really hard to love by yourself. You have to seek out at least one other people and probably more to find that love. Hope. It's quite straightforward to seek out things that bring us hope. And there's lots of things, whether you spending lots of money on presents and everything like that, or finding things to do to promote joy in your life. But peace, I think, is a different matter. Now, Mrs. Large in our story, 5 Minutes Peace today, was trying to absent herself from her children and lock herself away in the bath to find that wonderful peace that I know lots of parents will understand and relate to. It's like we feel that we're entitled to peace and we get cross with things or other people that come in the way and threaten to take the peace away. Now, interestingly, as I get ready to tell the story of Christmas again to King's Kids and in our drama next week, lots of the things in the story are not straightforward. Mary and Joseph had to deal with being told by an angel that they were going to look after God's child, and all the visitors that turned up, and a long journey and no room when they got there. And how about baby Jesus himself, the Prince of Peace? How did he find coming into the world compared to the wonder of being in heaven with his Father? After all of the story, though, it says Mary treasured these things in her heart. She realised that she didn't have control of lots of the things that were going on around her that threatened to take away her peace. But all she could do was stay near the Prince of Peace. And that's where she found that sense of joy and of marvel. So maybe there's a thought for us this Christmas. Try and stay near and find your peace round the Prince of Peace.